Small blue line on the fuel tank, and that's where we fill it to. That's how we know where to fill it to.
It's just a normal engine, like a small lawnmower engine.
A small lawn, Briggs & Stratton?
I think it's a Honda.
What measuring when you measure that?
We're actually measuring the temperature, because after that we will we'll correct the volume of the fuel for the temperature, because the petrol or gasoline actually changes volume with temperature. So that's why we do a temperature measurement before and after the measurements.
Great. Who just came in first?
Team number 501 got 433.
And that was
LPG. And that was Mates D High School, and the other team got 150.
Louisiana.
Correct.
So in 2007, it was a bunch of scrappy kids coming together with every part they could find from eBay, from the dumpster, everything. How has it evolved?
They've been able to learn, asking questions to the technical team. We can point them to suppliers that might help them with some more improved equipment, more safe equipment, more technologically advanced equipment, and they're taking advantage of that. And so when they come here, they're better prepared. Now, with new teams this year, they're having to go through the learning curve as well. And that for tomorrow's fuels, we need the students of today. And so, we want to encourage the innovation, the education part of it, because it's really going to be them that pushes us forward in the next 30 and 40 years. We actually have one team out here. One of the members came up to me and said, I go to work for Shell in June. And so that was kind of neat. He's going to be working in the Canadian area, I think in Calgary. So
4 different types of fuel that are being used here today?
Correct, yeah, that's right.
Diesel, gas, solar, and
Hydrogen. Hydrogen fuel cells. Well, we've got both hydrogen fuel cells and hydrogen combustion engines.
So once they come in and they refuel, how are you calculating to make everything equal across the board?
Okay. With the liquid fuels, we take a volume measurement here and do various temperature corrections. Everything's then converted into joules in terms of how much energy the vehicles have consumed in their 7 laps. That's then equivalated to MPG or equivalent MPG gasoline. So because all the fuels have, all the liquid fuels have different energy contents, and we use that energy content to give a end joule figure for total energy. Solar's quite easy actually, because we have joule meters on the vehicles which just give us the exact reading of the energy used. What the solar vehicles do have to abide by though, within the rules, is to produce more energy through the solar panels than the motor uses. So on a sunny day like this, it's not too much of a problem, but if it's cloudy and there's not much energy going to be produced by the solar panels, they do have a kind of hard time. They could end up with a non-valid run if their electric motor uses more energy than they actually produce.
The red light here on top is your indicator of the discharge.
Yes.
Thank you. The next step that we're going to do is weigh the car. And to do this, all of our scales are inside of the garage. So give me just a moment to get some of those. It's so different. I just told them that.
What are some of the weights that you've measured?
The minimum the maximum requirement is they cannot be over 308 pounds.
Is that including the driver, or?
Not including the driver. The driver has to be a minimum of 110 pounds, and if she's not, we can add weight to the vehicle to compensate for that. On each one of these scales,
Scale?
And Bethany, which car did you drive?
I drove a Rev 74, which is the number 33 car.
For which university?
Rose Holman.
And you went around 7 laps.
Right.
How was it in such a small vehicle?
It's a little tight, but gets a little warm in there. But all in all, I was concentrating so much on getting a good run in that you don't really notice. It's more about just trying to make it perfect and get the run in.
How'd you do on the first run?
we beat yesterday's.
Oh, perfect. Now, yesterday you were number 2? Number 1.
Number one, the fuel cell.
Yes, one in the fuel cell.
And so, oh yeah, that's smart. So, how long have you been here?
It's been 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
And you're from?
India.
What part of India?
It's northern India. North India. 250 miles away from New Delhi.
And this vehicle, is it gasoline?
Yeah, gasoline.
What made you decide to come to the Americas challenge?
Actually, we need to do something for our country to save energy because there is a lot of energy crisis in India, as all know. And so we thought of a super mileage vehicle, but the competitions are held in America and everybody, not in the India.
Have you run the course yet?
Actually, this car was stuck up in customs and it cleared up after 4 days. We got the car yesterday afternoon and since then we have been working upon it. We have spent the whole night out here yesterday and we have been working upon it continuously. Now just the final touches are required. And then it... Okay, best of luck! Okay, great.
Oh!